Happy Monday! Hey, beautiful friends. You are beautiful. Beautiful friends in Facebook land. How are you? Happy Monday. Surprise Live. Finally getting back on here with Cosmic Musings Part 1. How are you? How's it going? Cosmic Musings Part 1, and the first topic is an eyebrow raiser. It's probably not what anybody thinks either. The worst addiction of them all. Cosmic Musings. Amie, what could that be? This is going to be somewhat of a quickie live. And I'm going to admit why. Because I'm hungry. I've been up really early working on stuff. And I've already been working out. And it's time to eat something. And I've got lentils on the stove cooking right now. Who likes lentils? I love lentils. I eat a lot of legumes. Anyway, it's a beautiful day. Been out walking. Some of you I've even spoken to out on my walk. If you get little audio notes from me when I'm out walking, sorry for the sniffles. It's cold. Although today's going to be a little bit nicer. Lots of leaves coming down. Happy Monday. And yeah, we're going to get to this cosmic musing topic here in just a second. You're welcome to share your thoughts, your ideas. This is meant to be a dialogue, an interaction, engagement, and not a sermon. I love interacting with people here on Facebook, so especially around the world. It's a lot of fun. So say hi where you're joining from. Hello from beautiful Monday here. And I came out of the dugout swinging for the fences. But I usually do that on Monday. In fact, that's my MO all the time. Swinging for the fences, because if this is a dream, an illusion, a movie that I am creating, why not go for the home runs? That's way more fun, right? Than just a single or a bunt, man. I come out high octane, and I like to lift people's spirits because a lot of people go into Monday with dread. I think I've mentioned this before, it's the most, in the Western world, the highest statistic of suicide on Monday. Like, a lot of people really don't like it, and I love every day. Every day is a gift. And before we jump into our cosmic musings here, don't be shy. I'd love to hear your insights, questions. The post right before this one I want to talk about that for a second here. You're gonna like it, so stay with me, and then we'll jump into, because it's a nice tie-in into cosmic musings. There's a post right before this one, and it's an image that I borrowed from my friend Ivy. Hi, Ivy. I borrow a lot of her gem memes, and it is a picture that makes me not only want to cringe, which is how I actually titled it. I go, this photo makes me want to cringe, but it made me want to like gag and cough and sneeze and throw up at the same time. Like, that's how visceral this picture is. So I'll drop it in here because you have to see it. You're like, what is this picture she's talking about that makes her want to do all those things, right? It's gross. It's probably one of like the most in your face, like toxic snapshot of most like American households. And it shows this lineup from floor and then all the way up of toxic, chemical-ridden, poison, household cleaning products, hygiene products, laundry. And if you don't know, now you know, they're all toxic, right? They're just, and then the caption of it says like, somebody saying, this is my normal household of products that I use on my body, in my body. You know, it's going transdermally, going through skin, through detergent, even our sheets, and cleaning products that we're absorbing into our bodies, all over the place. Soap, I mean, you name it. Air fresheners, all incredibly toxic and poisonous. It's poison in our homes. And they say, I don't know why I have hormone problems, eczema, allergies. Come on, folks. We know better now. And I posted that because it just reminds me there's so much we have an awareness. Like, my home has none of that. Nothing. And especially when, I mean, none, no cleaning, no toxic laundry. I am so particular when it comes to my hygiene products. Well, basically any products. I'm just a snob. I will admit that. But especially when it comes to toxins, like snobby snob deliberately, because I value myself. And I'm also very sensitive to artificial scents and flavors and toxic products. Hey Noe Jr., welcome. Say hi, where you're joining from. Talking about the picture that I posted right before this. I'll post it in here. Toxic household products and cleaning products and hygiene products that just, they make us sick. And they're making our children sick. So many children have allergies and skin problems very early on, and parents don't know why. Well, you're poisoning your children. Okay, not you. Saying people do this. It's common knowledge that those are toxic, those are poisonous. I am so sensitive that I cannot go into someone's house. I actually was consulting with 3 hoarders, which is another topic. And I had to excuse myself from one of those because the house was so utterly toxic. It was like all those products, but worse. Like a 4,000 square foot house. It was making me sick. Literally making me sick. I'm sensitive, and if you're sensitive, then you know you don't go touch those products with a 10-foot pole. But that's the reality of a lot of people's households. And I can't go in people's homes that have air fresheners and toxic products. I will not get in their car. And when it comes to like trains, planes, buses, you can't sit next to me. It just doesn't work. If you're wearing cologne or aftershave or perfume, I can't do it. It literally it gives me a migraine and makes me want to throw up. So this is our body's wisdom telling us, get away from these toxic products, right? So I wanted to lead with that because, it comes to common knowledge, right? And no, this doesn't have to do with indirectly maybe. The subheading of this, the title of this live stream, Cosmic Musings, is, maybe it does actually put a little bit more into it than I originally thought, is when the information is there and people keep doing, it's like the definition of insanity. Expecting something different, maybe it's for health, weight gain. When you have toxins, like all those toxins, you are going to gain weight. Health problems, right? And people, I guess, would be addicted to not changing. When it comes down to it, addicted to doing the same thing but expecting another result. And that's the definition of insanity right there. And so this is a really good tie-in when it comes to our health choices, right? We're empowered now, especially in the Western world, from social media. TikTok's got infinite amounts of health videos and wellness and how to detox and detoxify your home. And so it's not like this information's not out there. It is. It's plentiful. It's just, will someone take the inspired action to make changes in their life? If you saw some of the posts I post today, I like to do this swinging for the fences out of the gates on a Monday. Something about if you don't make change, nothing changes. And you can say that's a really simple meme, but that's it. And then I made another post about going to the gym and exercising and how it's a gift. It's not something that you have to do. That is something that we get to do. And so many people, God bless them, here we are coming down to the end of this year, are going to have all these pumped up New Year, New Me, New Year's resolution goals, right? For how long? That's why you see everybody in the gym, not Jan 1st because people are hungover, January 2nd for about 2 weeks maybe. New Year, New Me, right? This is another topic. Until one shifts who they are, quantum jumps into a different version of self, they're going to be struggling from the old self, the old self that hates the gym, loves toxic products, loves toxic food, chemical-ridden food, stuffing their face with horrible things. Like, it's you have to change who you are. You get to change who you are. Isn't that exciting? Man, I love this topic. And I'm going to share this. This is a gift that I'm offering to my beautiful friends here in Facebook land. You may not know this about me. I've done a lot of studying and workshops and teaching people about sleep and brainwaves and lucid dreaming. It's something that I'm extremely passionate about, sleep. And if you have sleep problems, you know how important it is. Sorry, it's going to be leaf blowing season here. The leaves are coming down. Oh, my neighbors always get the leaf blower out when I'm doing a live stream. It's all right. I flow with. If you have sleep deprivation or insomnia, by the way, cheers, green smoothie. It's suffering. It's hell. It's prison if you're not getting enough sleep or quality sleep. I made a post last week about that. It's a picture of me naked in bed. I have it covered up with covers. I like to sleep naked. That's just how I am. So now you get to know me better. And it said if you wanted to break me in torture, it would be easy. All you have to do is keep me awake. I cannot handle not having sleep, consistently quality sleep. So this topic is so universal because more people, whether they admit it or not, struggle with their sleep. They're suffering. And it's doing a whirlwind of damage in so many different ways to their overall health. And not just that, their relationships, their jobs, their ability to go out, create the life that they desire, their family, their children, sex life, you name it. And I have gone through this topic ad nauseum because it's that important. So I am working on developing, actually I have already worked with people, but I'm doing this in a bigger, a more deliberate way of being of service to more people because I see how the lack of quality sleep is really negatively affecting people. So people are struggling. It's really degrading their life in so many different ways. So I am offering, so I'm going to put this out to you as a who do you know, put this little seed in your mind, in your reticular activating system, planting the seed with being of service to friends, family, acquaintances, people you know who are struggling with sleep. I'm doing a special protocol experiment study over a period of time, which doesn't involve a lot of involvement for my guinea pigs. So I'm looking for guinea pigs, a few of them, and to really transform the quality of their sleep in this period of time so they can take this and go back out into the world and live the rest of their lives with quality sleep health. So I'm not going to go into all of it now. You can inquire more. It's amazing. It's amazing, and I've done workshops on this. I love it so much. I decided to put together a protocol and an experimental program with some guinea pigs who want to take themselves on. So if you know anybody that's struggling, sleep disorder from as bad as insomnia, pulling their hair out, it's that bad, and it can get that bad. I mean, I'm not going to go into all the negative side effects, but it's easy to list off. And if you know anybody that's struggling with sleep, good sleep health, or insomnia, or just consistent deprivation, you know what a hell and torture it is for them. I mean, it shows up in every area of life. It is torture. We torture ourselves. This is a modern day form of self-torture by not getting good quality sleep. And I know it. So think of some people that you know, and maybe people will come to mind right away. You're like, that's a guinea pig for Amie. Reach out, let me know, and I'm happy to share what this experimental program is, this study, and what benefits they're going to get, because that's ultimately, what's in it for me, what's in it for them. They're going to want, their ears are listening for that. Well, think about that. Being able to have good quality sleep every night, consistent, that they can count on. You know, and if they go through a night with a lot of sleep disturbances, maybe they have a partner who snores or kids that wake them up, maybe it's a pet, maybe it's hot flashes, perimenopause, menopause, postmenopausal. Ooh, the sleep problems and disturbances and hot flashes and bad quality of sleep from hormones, not just for women, men too. Men go through their own transition. So this is a big hot topic right there. So who do you know, planting the seed, who's struggling with quality sleep, and they desire deeply and are committed to making a change? And this is for somebody who wants to, especially if they're taking a lot of substances, whatever those are, over the counter or prescription or whatever it is to make them sleep. They want to go all natural. Okay, I'm not a medical doctor, so, and I have waivers for all that. So I am seeking, do who you know, people who are really suffering, struggling with poor quality sleep, and they desperately want to make change, real change to last them a lifetime, naturally. Hi, Voice King. Hi, Margaret. Oh, hey, Margaret. I hope you got my messages. We have some things to talk about. Hi, John. Hi, Raquel. Yeah, say hi, what country you're joining from. I love to see my friends from around the world. We haven't even gotten to the topic at hand right now, and now it kind of seems like way off base from what I'm talking about. Now, I wanted to address this subject of health, and sleep health is a big one. And if you heard about what I was talking about earlier, and I posted that picture of all those toxic household products people have, and hygiene and laundry and all that, I have gone into someone's home before. They hired me. They're a hoarder, which is its own, God bless them, its own beast right there. And they allowed me to go chuck everything that was toxic out of their house. And it was like 98% of their products that they put on their body, their skin, their hair, food. Oh man, that's an easy one for me. It's just like my mind is radar for this. And household cleaning, what they put, on the floors, on their laundry, all of it. 98% checked out. Big black bags. We're tossing it. It's so easy for me to see. It's hard for me to be around. I cannot be around toxic smelling anything. I can't be around people who wear perfume, cologne. I'm very particular and snobby, and that's for my own health reasons. So now you know, that's a current project I'm working on right now. And if you're interested in learning more, reach out to me. If you've got some people in mind, maybe it's a spouse who has sleeping problems, sleeping disorders, or even insomnia. Let's help them. Let's help them together. And it comes from a holistic standpoint. Everything that I do is holistic, mind, body, spirit. It has to be that approach. It's more balanced. And it's more withstanding time. So if somebody wants some long-lasting transformation, it's got to be something that will stand the test of time. And so, can you tell I love this topic? Oh, I get into how to wire your brain waves, how to lucid dream. I mean, that's something else, but I'm really passionate about this. So what is the biggest, Cosmic Musings, what is the biggest addiction, the worst of them all? And you could probably be thinking in your mind like, well, here's some addictions that a lot of people have or struggle with. It's not what you think. However, when you hear it, and if you really get it, you're like, yep, Amie, that makes sense. That's the worst or the biggest addiction of them all. And why I call this Cosmic Musings is because it's just who I am as an ancient soul. I love to bring these themes and topics to discuss with you, plant the seeds. I am a big seed planter because it is going into our reticular activating system, and it's going to hopefully marinate, germinate its potency. I love that word. These are potent themes here because a lot of people are up-leveling in their consciousness right now, quickly, rapidly. So what's the biggest addiction of them all? The worst of them all? And here it is. The worst addiction of them all, from a cosmic, infinite, why we incarnate here, as we'll give the example, planet Earth in this incarnation as a Homo sapien sapien. The worst addiction of them all is the addiction to the human character, the avatar. This character in our vessels and our meat suits here that we've actually designed and picked out for ourselves before we incarnate. Addiction to the human character, thinking that that's all we are, and getting so hyper focused into this little blip, maybe 90, 100 laps around the sun, we'll see, for some people, thinking that this is all there is, and getting completely addicted and wrapped up in the human character and its agenda, and stuck in a matrix and its formulas, versus disidentifying and knowing who one truly is, which is not the human character. Now, it's fun in the game of infinite evolution to be physically focused, and so in this lifetime, we chose to be Homo sapien sapien, now evolving to Homo luminous. And for this short blip, this short period, this adventure, this movie called life as a Homo sapien sapien on planet Earth, because there are species, our species, this species, on other planets, and there's infinite amounts of other species in other planets. This is just one. Enjoy it. Are you enjoying it? But who you see as the character, the human character of Amie Chilson, and Amie Chilson's meat suit of 48 illusory linear years, this is not who I am. This is the character I'm playing. That be able to step back and have that consciousness, that observer. So the addiction to the human character is the worst addiction of them all. And if one is so identified, like, I am female, and I am Caucasian, and I am this political group, and I'm this nationality, and these other identifications, I'm a this and a that and a that, wow, it gets really tied down into identity. Until one really wakes up and remembers who they truly are, this infinite being of light, this divine fractal of God, playing a role right now, and re-remembering who they truly are, because what else are we going to do with infinity? We've got to come up with some fun-ass games if we're going to be infinite, eternal beings of light, and we're here to expand. God, source, creator, is expanding through our experience, and it's supposed to be fun. I'm having a good old hoot with this lifetime. Thank you for being in my movie. I casted you, and you casted me in yours. There's no wonder people think I'm weird. I am so weird, and I embrace it. And I know who I truly am. And I have disidentified with all of it. And it's easier than you think to disidentify. So many people get caught up. The addiction to the human character. They get tattoos with their city name, or their country, or their state, or their area code, or zip code, or, you know, their sports team, or, I mean, it's infinite, all the different ways that souls identify into different, and they will kill, some people to the death will kill for those groups and identities. And I've done the exercise and the whole process of disidentifying with all of it, and it's one of the most healing and conscious and powerful processes or truths that you can come to. Hey Cassie, how's it going? Cassie, you're gonna like this whole topic from the very beginning. It's really potent. All of it. Yeah, the worst addiction of them all is the addiction to the human character. You are so much more than that. And you will continue to be throughout the eons. And the sooner one wakes up to this and knows who they truly are, the amount of peace and joy and lightness is like nothing else. You can't help but feel like a kid on Christmas every single day. And all you can feel is unconditional love for everybody and everything. Sounds like a pretty good deal, right? It is. And what I want to leave you with too, if you're just coming in now, go back, watch this from the beginning. This is loaded with gems. One gem could change your life. Oh yeah. And I want to hear your feedback on this one too. All of it. I mean, this, if you want to tell me privately, that's just fine. I get confided in by strangers. Like I say, we're all not strangers, we're friends that just haven't met yet. I get confided in all the time, things that people never share. And so I feel honored to be a vault for a lot of people that share these things, whether it's about their health or relationships, what they're struggling with, things that other people that are scared will think are weird. Believe me, there's nothing too weird in my world. Oh no. I am one. There is no depth, end of depth to my oddities. And so it's all open game for me. So come to Mama Amie. There's nothing that you're going to be judged for here. And I feel honored that a lot of people confide. So, wait, what was I talking about? Uh-oh. This happens sometimes. I'll go on some of these like really juicy tangents, like tiny little finger streams coming off the river of my topic, my theme, and then I go on these juicy little fun adventures, tangents, and then I'm like, hi, I gotta get back to the mainstream. Oh yeah, what I was gonna leave you with. So, and this is just how I'm wired, probably in my infinite lifetimes. I told you I'm really, really old, and some of you are ancient as well. Is that when you get to the point of existence, like what's the point of it? Because it's not the formula, it's not addiction to the human character, the meat suit, right? The vessel that we're inhabiting for, that we're piloting through this journey. We're here to expand, we're here to evolve, and remember who we truly are. So when you get that, that's the point, not the matrix formula, sleeping in the little pod thinking that 2.5 kids and a white picket fence and dog and car and pile of money and hot spouse and a couple homes and this and that. That's not the formula of life. If you want to get to the reason of being, which is how I'm wired, how I come in, all right, remember why I came. What's the mission? People tell me, Amie, you're like the most mission-driven person I know, or soul. Correct. What's the mission? Well, to wake up and remember the mission, remember who we truly are, and to keep expanding, because Source, God, Creator, expands through our expansion. Learn, well, it's more not remember is a more accurate term, who we truly are, remember our power, keep expanding, and being of service. And we're being of service by helping others remember when they're ready of who they truly are, and being the example of unconditional love, and doing that bravely and vulnerably out loud in public, which is why another reason I love to do live streams. So when you remember who you truly are and you let go of the addiction of the human character, right? So many people are addicted. Whole personas. You've got to release that. And you will when you remember who you truly are. And you want to. You want to. Because we are infinite. So I was just laughing on a Zoom with one of my friends about this last week in India. It's like, man, people just keep coming round and round and round they go, more incarnations, they don't remember. I'm like, I know, and it's perfect. You know, I guess in that sense too, everything's perfect because we are infinite. However, there is so much power and joy when one remembers who they truly are. So why not in this lifetime? There's a lot of contrast to jolt people out of it, jolt people out of their matrix pod. There's a lot of great examples, other souls who remembered and are setting the example, and that we are just in such a juicy, potent incarnation right now where there's much rapid evolution. Why not this one? It's so much fun, man. There are some boring incarnations out there. This is not boring whatsoever. This is a hoot. Right, Cassie? She says, hey, sis, I know. Good stuff. Yeah, go back and watch from the beginning. So, folks, man, we've been all over the place in a short amount of time today on this coming out of the dughouse, swinging for the fences Monday. Say or share this live stream. Go back and watch from the beginning. It's loaded with gems. One gem could change your life. And I do have, there's some other requests and gifts and opportunities here earlier around sleep health in this live stream. And just know that I'm up to amazing projects right now. I wake up well rested. I have good quality sleep every night. And I wake up so happy and excited to go do life. I love it. I'm like, yeah, life. And if you ever need like just this dose of bliss, jolt of just aliveness and purpose and reason and joy, come on over to my pages, come on over to my social media, because you can always count to have that jolt, that dose of bliss with anything that I'm creating. So it's going to make you laugh or think, ponder, inspire you, and hopefully inspire you to take action, because philosophy and theory is just that until one decides to take action. So this is very practical application in one's life. And cosmic, you know, I swing between practical and cosmic in a single breath, and that's just who I am. So, and the sooner one loves and accepts and just appreciates so much who they are, and remembers who they are, and just as they are, it's all perfect, truly, in this journey, in this adventure, in this hero's journey called life. So share this live stream. This is great conscious content, uplifting content, unlike so much crap out there. Crap, my Scottish accent. Shite. That is not what I put out into the universe whatsoever. That would be antithetical to my purpose here on Mission Earth. My purpose coming here to serve you as an ancient soul. And I'm having a hoot, so thanks for playing with me. I'm having a hoot. All right, I forgot I have lentils on the stove. I gotta go tend to those. It's gonna be an epic day, like always, by choice. Our perception creates our reality. And if you notice, I sling words like nothing else. Epic, potent, powerful. We don't even have the language as Homo sapiens sapien to capture these adjectives that I'm relying on to express and communicate to you. They're just not good enough. However, I've picked some epic ones to utilize until we evolve to a level where our communication is back to telepathy, and we don't have to rely on this very limited Homo sapiens sapien language that we have. So anyway, have a beautiful Monday. Share this live stream. I'd love to hear your thoughts, your comments. Reach out to me publicly, privately. I'll drop some goodies here in the comments. And mwah, love you. I love you, my beautiful souls, beautiful masters around the world. And I'll see you on the next video.